Yes, good evening, friends. This is PNS Invas. Now, let us discuss about a brief introduction regarding jigs and fixtures. What is the importance of jigs and fixtures? Why it is used in manufacturing? Okay, it is mainly used in machine tools or manufacturing industries. Okay, why jigs and fixtures are used? So, what is the importance of it, and why it is to be used, and is it really applicable in production engineering? Okay, if so, there are number of machines. Okay, there are number of different accessories of a machine tool. Why you are getting into the details of jigs and fixtures? Okay, what is the application part of it? Okay, what are the advantages of it and what are the disadvantages of it? Now, uh, before getting into the concept of jigs and fixtures, now let us discuss about what is meant by production engineering or manufacturing. Production or manufacturing is one and the same. Okay, but there is a slight difference. Actually, production is what is called. It is a methodology adapted from raw material to manufacturing of a finished good, or the process from raw material to the end product. Okay, manufacturing, it is what is called a vague method of producing a part. Okay, so it will doesn't involve, or it cannot be said that all the standard procedures are followed. Okay, when you consider a production engineering, it should take all the procedures, all the standardized procedures. Okay, now let us get into the discussion of jigs and fixtures. So, as the part itself suggests, jigs are mainly used to not only affix a workpiece but also guide the tool. But when you take it as a fixture, the name itself suggests it is fixing of the workpiece. Okay, so jig is a main one. Okay, we will use the combination of jigs and fixtures to manufacture a part. Okay, so before getting into the jigs and fixtures, now let us understand what are the different classifications of manufacturing. Okay, manufacturing consisting of three parts. So first one is the mass production, and second one is the batch production, and third one is job shop production. So mass production is a one which will we produce the components in a rapid manner. In if you call it is in thousands or ten thousands or lakhs or crores, where there is no change in the methodology, no change in the dimensions. So same part will be produced and no variations in the machine tool. So the same part is produced in lakhs and lakhs. So there is no methodology, there is no variation in the methodology. So therefore, the skill required in the mass production is very low or medium. Okay, and when you get into the batch production is a one which varies upon a manufacturing of a part manufacturing of a batch. Let us take a 10 components or a 20 components or 50 components or 100 components. Okay, the skill required is moderate to high. Okay, even if there is a slight variation, the entire system will collapse. Now let us take for example, if you take in a mass production, so it is a bolt and nut. Okay, it is just like a pin, or just like a washer, just like a wheel, or a shaft, or a gear wheel. So where it produced in lakhs and lakhs, or thousands, where there is no change in the methodology. Now, if you take the what you call the job shop production. Now let us take for example, if you take the for example the what is called the batch production. If you take an engine, steam engine or a diesel engine or a gas turbine, where the if you take the steam engine, it will have set of components. If you take the diesel engine, it will have set of components. Even if it is an engine, but the components will vary. So this is what is the variation of what you call the batch production. If you take the job shop production, so the job shop production, which will have the components are produced on very small scale. For example, if you take an aeroplane, the manufacturing of an aeroplane will take 3 to 4 years, or it can take or 2 to 3 years. And if you take the manufacturing of a ship, it will take around also takes 1 to 2 years or 2 to 3 years. Okay, suppose if the manufacturing company is high enough, it will produce, or very competitive enough, it will produce within 1 year. Okay, so this is what are the classifications of manufacturing. Now, if you take for example, uh, if you take for example, uh, what is the importance of jigs and fixtures in the manufacturing sector? Now, let us now I will share a video, or I will share a PPT to show what is the importance of jigs and fixtures. Okay. Now, if you take a jigs and fixture, so now if you take, so generally adopted in mass production, okay, jigs and fixtures. So the production of large amounts of standardized products, including especially on assembly lines. Why? Because in assembly lines, a lot of components will be getting into the final station, and then we will assemble it. Okay, an assembly line is a process in which the parts are assembled so as to form a final product. So actually, it is developed by Ford Motor Company. Okay, so it is an automobile industry which implemented in the creation of the Model T. Okay, now let us discuss about what is meant by a jig. Devices that hold and move a workpiece in relation to a tool. Often they are designed as categories that slide. Jigs act as a guide for the tools and cut and shape the wood, and they are ideal for repetitive tasks. Okay, means jigs are a machine tool that not only guides a workpiece, that hold the workpiece, but also it guides the workpiece in relation to the tool. Okay, means if you take a lathe machine, now not only will fix the workpiece, but also will guide the tool, or will guide the workpiece onto the tool. So if you take in a lathe machine, so here the workpiece is fixed. Means fixed means in the sense, the workpiece will rotate. Means it will in the one direction only. Means it will be in one place. And whereas we will move the tool only. So means workpiece is fixed, and we will move the tool, and we will machine it. Okay, so therefore, we will fix the workpiece in the check. Okay, and there it will be a three jar check or a four jar check. Four jar check. If you use the four-jar check, it will be very vital, and then it will not cause any unevenness in the component. Now, if you take the fixtures, stationary devices that hold the wood in set a position and in relation to the tool, some of the more typical examples are such as ripping fans on the table saw. Now, if you take a table saw, now if you have a ripping fence, then it will fix the workpiece, and then we will cut the table with the help of it. So therefore, means it will only fix the workpiece. Okay, it will not guide the workpiece. Okay, now works used on the machines works with table saw, chop saw, drill press, sanders, various hand tools. These are the examples of jigs and fixtures. Now, if you take, what are the benefits of it? It will keep the parts consistent. It will eliminate the variation of it. It will reduce the vibration. It will reduce the wear and tear. Means it will directly affect the tribological parameter. So tribological parameters are those which were called as coefficient of friction, frictional force, and wear rate. Now it will produce the parts. Okay, so that's why they produce the parts in the faster. That's why it will used in the mass production, and it is safer to use. Means the workers which when it is implemented in the process will have less hazardous condition, and there are easy to use all these products. Okay, now there is a two types of manufacturing called push manufacturing and pull manufacturing. Okay, so actually it is been developed from the 5S process or Kaizen process. Kaizen is nothing but a new process or a new inventory. So push manufacturing and pull manufacturing, it is having producer pushes product towards consumer, and product is pushed from one step to the next step. Why? Because in order to produce the products in a faster rate. And when you take the pull manufacturing, it starts with demand. Actually, it comes with the help of a demand, and nothing goes to the next step until it is required. Means until the demand is achieved, it will not go get into the next step. So push means even there is a demand or not, we will produce the product. Okay, very wasteful. That's why inventory is wasted. Here, pull manufacturing is only if there is a demand of the component, then only we'll produce the part. Okay. So thank you so much.